Welcome back, everybody, to the New York Giants Madden 22 franchise rebuild, where we're still in first place, defending our Super Bowl title. And we did suffer our first loss of the season last episode against the Philadelphia Eagles. So either our last two meetings or two out of the last three, they've beaten us and tied us, which makes them the most successful team against us in the series, basically, or at least in recent seasons. But in the last episode, we also got to see Tavares Towns have a really signature game. And while it wasn't like a massive day for him, it was a big step forward that showed what kind of a player he's capable of being. I would like to boost his elusive back again today. Just feels like you need that archetype high in those skills for a running back to really be productive. I don't think power backs really perform as well in Madden these days if they're really just focused on that. I like to get some receiving game stuff for him as well. But Towns looked excellent in his 3-touchdown game, breaking tackles, falling forward, and making the most out of that game. It was the one against the Jets here. 82 yards, 3 touchdowns. I know 3.4 yards a carry is not impressive on the surface, but consider a lot of his carries came inside the 5, so he couldn't run for more than a couple of yards. He was successful in getting 3 touchdowns and also still had 26 yards after contact. Definitely a great game for him. We're going to continue upgrading safety Nick Gresham, and I'm really intrigued by him, and I think maybe by the end of the year we're trying to be a little more serious about getting him on the field. Obviously, we are trying to win a Super Bowl and do what we can to win now, but also trying to mix in the ability to develop players for the future so the window stays open. So I think it's fair for a player like Gresham to have a few upgrades under his belt before he really starts to play more. And I'm okay if he ends up, with 300 snaps, most of them at the end of the year. Those 201 are probably mostly just from preseason. But if he ends up starting some games later, don't be shocked, because I do count on him as probably a starter next season. I'm not sure about Julian Love. I mean, you're going to have a constant rotation at certain spots. New players getting a chance to start, and I think Gresham is pretty much locked into being our future starting free safety. Nothing against Julian Love, I just think that Gresham has more potential. One player who I think has been really impressive is Otis Springs, who is now a starting inside linebacker. We didn't forget about him. It took him a couple years to become a starter, but I feel like he's playing at a pretty high level when we watch the games. He has 53 tackles this season. He's picked off a pass as well and has some pass deflections. It's really the first time he's gotten to play. Well, actually, that's not true. He played a lot 2 years ago. We weren't great. Well, we were a playoff team here in 2023. But I think he's come a long way from that season. Today, though, I am kind of eyeing the Week 12 game with Washington just because it might be one of the only relevant division matchups we have left. And obviously, every year, the first battle you have is to win your own division. We're on our way. We'll see where we are after we get through, first, a game against the 1-7 Detroit Lions, who have not graded out well this year on defense, facing our high-powered offense. So, second loss of the year, huh? What's Detroit's offense doing these days? How did they do this? Jared Goff, 4 touchdowns, a fantastic game for him. Towns getting, I think, his last start before Barkley returns, had 2 touchdowns. TJ Hawkinson. So big day for the tight ends here. What happened? That's a weird one there to lose to Detroit like this. But I will say, without our top edge rushers, maybe we looked fine last episode, but there was the other game we had watched where we didn't look fine. And now the defense is kind of reverting back to their inconsistent ways. We have yet to allow a team to score like between 10 and 24 points, or 10 and 23. We've allowed 28, 35, 32, 38, 31, but also a 7 and 2 shutouts. We're all over the place again. So that gives us 2 losses now on the season. We'll look to upgrade Quandre Holt. I've really been impressed with him this year. I think he's been one of our best pure pass rushers, and his play has been big with how many injuries we've sustained at edge rusher. We're relying more on that interior rush, and Holt supplies a lot of it. He picked up 6 sacks as a rookie. He'll probably shatter that. He's at 4.5 already. Let's take a look at the snaps in comparison. Okay, basically the same amount of playing time already, and I guess he's a little less efficient than this season. We're going to welcome back Jason Quinton. I guess got banged up this episode, but Saquon Barkley does return. That is big for the offense. While he was injured, though, I think we saw some good things from Tavares Towns, and we'll continue to see what he's able to do as a backup. But Barkley does return, and hopefully the defense can start to get a little more consistent. Looks like Azeez Ojulari is back. We're still waiting on Antonio Golson. No, he is good to go. Perfect. We keep allowing a lot of points, but thankfully we find a way to win this time. 34-32 against Denver. We give up 2 touchdown passes to DJ Spiegel, while Petrovsky throws 3 touchdowns and a pick. Barkley's back. He runs for 89 yards, but was out-carried in this game by Tavares Towns, oddly enough. And Michael Thomas had a big day receiving, while the secondary did not have a great day trying to contain Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, and this Broncos offense. So this inconsistency does have me a little bit worried. We weren't like this a year ago. So Washington sits at 5-5. We still have a nice lead here. We could do a lot more simming than we're used to this season. If Gresham's going to play, though, at all down the stretch, let's focus mostly on zone coverage. We need that to be in a better spot. I want those ratings to be in the 70s, and his zone just got there. We haven't really seen Josh Meadows play at all. I was hoping to see a bit more, but we're going to upgrade him. 71 overall now with a boost, and continuing to develop as a pass catcher. Meadows has been on the field a couple times this year, but still doesn't have an NFL reception. A loss to the Washington football team gives us actually 3 losses in 4 weeks. We split the season series with them. We lose 31-24. Again, the defense, for some reason, is giving up all kinds of points, which is really odd. When we watch, it doesn't seem to happen a whole lot, but that's going to tighten up the standings here in the division a little bit, as we are actually approaching the final stretch of the season now. Yes, we do have the Cowboys coming up here. This might be one of the more important games, and I think our only division game even remaining. But our ranks on defense now are falling. We're 10th in rush defense, 14th against the pass, and giving up a lot of points. We're winning a lot of shootouts, which is a far cry from the Super Bowl run a year ago. So we do have one injury to take care of here, it looks like, during the bye week. And it's Chandler Jones suffering an ankle injury, and that's going to end his regular season. I know much of this episode has been focused on just upgrading players, but we'll continue that here. Deep route running for Aaron Slay, and that's now at 81. We upgrade Frank Sermon's speed rushing now, +1 finesse moves. He did get a couple starts, has a half sack so far, and he's getting some playing time every week. I do like that, but he is going to need some time to develop. Every episode, my goal is to focus on what I think is most important, and I know we've seen so many games against the Cowboys, but it's hard to say that this game isn't very vital right now. With the Cowboys behind us at 7-5, they've closed the gap a little bit. You have two teams here averaging 30 points a game on offense. Our defense is kind of reeling right now, hoping they can respond here against the Cowboys, which they have many times. Meanwhile, we have tons of staff points to spend, and I want to get a little bit better here with some of the blocking. This will help out our offensive linemen a bit more, and we can eventually get down to that bottom one here, this strength upgrade I like a lot. We're actually going to upgrade strength here for the defensive linemen. This is a really nice upgrade and should make a good run defense even better. We still have the points to get the weight room upgrade for offense as well. That really upgrades our coaching staff a lot. So as we look at yet another game against Dallas, I gotta say we need to take care of the passing game. Looking at the just attempts they have for deep, short, and medium, I think we should try to take away some of the easy stuff here, make them really earn their plays. They've been passing the ball 57% of the time, and our pass defense has really struggled against all teams lately. Meanwhile, on offense, maybe it's time to get back to Saquon Barkley and that dominant running game. Before we play, power upgrade for Tavares Towns as we take him into the 80s now for overall, and that's not a bad upgrade there. I like those ratings. And how about one more here for safety, Nick Gresham. Yeah, he earns these upgrades real fast. Continuing here with zone coverage. I'd also like some awareness. That's very close to a 70. I like getting to that next tier there, 60, 70, 80. And he does end up getting to 71. So we've run into some problems with our defense. Is this the matchup that allows them to get back on track here on the road in Dallas against these playmakers? Well, we've had dominant games against them in the past, and yet another chapter in this rivalry today. Here we go, everybody. Who's up first? It's going to be this defense that we're hoping can play a whole lot better. And it's Dak Prescott here out of the shotgun to start things. We have our edge rushers back now, and he swings it out to Ezekiel Elliott, and he's got a first down pickup with Quandre Holt already shaken up. Prescott on 1st and 10 is going to sail this one down the far sideline. And it's broken up by Adoree Jackson, who was step for step with CeeDee Lamb. An aggressive shot downfield. 2nd and 10, the quick pass, hauled in by Gallup. And there have been some ridiculously high-scoring games down low. Seattle and Tennessee, 47-43. Just a casual 90 points is all, as Prescott completes the pass to Zeke for a first down. 4-man rush. Prescott has time and throws complete with 2 receivers in the same space. Michael Gallup first down. Play fake to Zeke on 2nd and short. Prescott fires down the sideline. That's caught at the 28-yard line. He hooks up with Nick Boyle. 49-30. What is happening around the league? 1st and 10. That one's broken up, and Springs was there. We had some pass rush as well. 35-28 is also a pretty high-scoring game. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Bails outside. He's chased and dropped. Bringing him down, Darrell Gordon. The dime corner getting into the action here. He can maybe rush the passer a little bit. I do see him on the field pretty much every episode, and he makes a play there. 3rd and 19. Dak sails deep. Inside the 5 where it's caught, but I think Cooper stepped out. They're playing aggressive here to start, but we do have them stopped. Field goal team on for a 51-yard try, and the Cowboys score first. We've gone a few episodes without Saquon Barkley. Well, he is back, trying to get us on the winning path again. He breaks the tackle, falls ahead. 7 yards for Saquon Barkley. We fake it now. Petrovsky's got some space. He gets the first and more up to the 46.
Here we go.
Pressure is getting there, and down goes Petrovsky. He meets Micah Parsons. Charles Leno's playing at left tackle. This is where you'd love to have Teron Armstead, who retired a handful of episodes ago. 2nd and 19 now. Lost yards recovered by Saquon Barkley, setting up 3rd down. 2 receivers to the right side, Graham and Tony. Petrovsky looks left, fires complete for Barkley, who breaks the tackle and takes the Giants down to the 21. What Barkley does just cannot easily be replaced. It's a different team when he's on the field. 2 catches for 42 yards. And now out of the eye, Barkley gets downhill into the secondary and taken down at the 10. Ruben Knight now takes his place, slot right, as the Giants go empty, and the pass goes to the end zone. Caught by Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New York. That's a great opening sequence for the Giants as they take the lead. With how good our offense is, usually getting into shootouts doesn't really worry me. I'm surprised at how many we've lost. It hasn't been on bad days for the offense. It's just, you lose 38-35 or whatever. And it really falls more so on the defense as Zeke gets outside after a missed tackle. That's a 1st down. It's Elliott straight ahead, and he's met by Springs. I suppose we have 2 very different series going on the channel right now. Thank you for all the great feedback that's been happening on NFL Street. Did not expect as many to enjoy it as there have been. That's Gallup for a 1st down. We'll have a few more episodes, though, of the Giants, though, as we push towards the postseason. Would like to get to that here pretty shortly. But I think it makes total sense for us to get through this season a bit faster. It depends on the storyline. Are things changing? Is there a reason to take it super slowly other than just wanting to see players and watch all the games? I felt like once we had that loss, it made sense to start to speed the pace up here. But I really like how these seasons have gone from a pacing perspective. We got the Cowboys moving down the field. Gallup has, 5 catches already? On 1st down, Prescott up top, back of the end zone. Out of reach for CD. This game could very well come down to 50-50 balls as Prescott fits that one into Lamb. Got it over Ojulari, who dropped out. We're trying to take away short passes right now with the game plan. I wonder if that's leading maybe to some opportunities downfield the Cowboys want to take advantage of, or maybe we're taking away too many of the checkdowns. I haven't really been able to see. 17 seconds to play in the opening quarter as they run it downhill and take the lead. Touchdown, Dallas. Zeke checks out and his backup rips off a big one. It's not Tony Pollard anymore. I forget who their backup is. Benny Snell. All right, he runs with more power. And the Cowboys up 10-7 now as we push forward. That's a play fake. Watch out for Lawrence and his friend right there as they take the football away. I think Petrovsky was down. No way. That is a fumble. Petrovsky's got to get out of there. There's no reason to stay in a crumbling pocket like that. Immediate red zone trip, and maybe this is also a bit of what's happening in the simulating. You know, we've been turning the football over a little bit too. So we give Dallas the short field after they took the lead, and we answer with a hit there on Prescott. Can defense just hold them to 3. Zeke in the game, 3rd down and 8. Pressure getting through. Prescott floats it. End zone intercepted. And that's Xavier McKinney. Double coverage in the area, but Prescott has been wanting to throw it downfield. He has not shied away from covered receivers. Turnover for the Cowboys. And this is real NFC East football here. Just big turnovers, blown opportunities. Wide open, Michael Thomas, 1st down. Nice job by the defense. That's a big interception. That missed opportunity could haunt Dallas here later in the game. Petrovsky, wide open, Jawan Johnson. We're across the 50. Heading to the air again. Petrovsky goes down. Williams gets through. It's Leonard Williams, the former New York Giants. And he just busts right through the middle of our line. We've seen a lot of pressure on Petrovsky already. Dallas has 1 sack fumble. 2nd and 15, and almost a pick 6 the other way. 3-man rush on 3rd down. They have a spy on Petrovsky and an open receiver, Jawan Johnson. Like, the 3-man rush has to have such a low success rate. It's just never good. 1st and 10. Here goes Barkley, a big one inside the 20. Giants trying to retake the lead. Barkley goes slot right. Petrovsky in trouble. Parsons got him again. 4th sack here for Dallas, and it starts on the right side. Pressure from DeMarcus Lawrence. There's pressure inside, so Petrovsky wants to get away, and that leads Parsons to his 2nd sack. And then here, I don't know, he could have gotten flagged for that here. Charles Leno with a late hit. A long 3rd down again for the Giants. Have to get to about the 6-yard line for a 1st down. Petrovsky with plenty of green. Fires for a 1st down. Again, it's Jawan Johnson as Micah Parsons is coming out of the game. So it's been a battle here on the left side with Charles Leno and Micah Parsons. 1 play after the Leno late hit. Here we have him just blocked into Ross. Leno, nothing too much there, but Parsons, he ends up going down right here at the end. New York trying to retake the lead. 2 tight ends on the field, and they run it with Barkley, and he will come up just short. Micah Parsons is already back in the game, by the way. 2nd down and goal. The give goes to Barkley, and he's got the touchdown. Giants pull ahead. We could have ourselves a really nice back and forth game here. It's a good one already. This feels like a rivalry game. Here's Zeke taken down by Golson. From the empty set, Prescott fires and hooks up with Boyle, with Darrell Gordon right in the area. What it feels like to me, though, is this is going to come down to the battle of the big plays Dallas is trying to get. And they're going forward again. Prescott, single coverage, where it's caught by Gallup. No, he dropped it. He lost it at the end. That's where I think this battle hinges. Do we continue to stop them, or does Dallas start to swing the game, getting those kinds of plays to work? They run it to the outside now, and Quentin is all over it. 3rd and 9. Prescott stands in, now chased outside. He's got to throw this one away. I thought he could have turned the corner there and tried to make something happen. But the Giants get off the field again, still leading by 4. This might be returnable. We have some blocking, or we did. I really wish special teams would be overhauled here. Like, the blocking and everything is just so bad. And I feel like you never get into those good situations where it's like a defender one-on-one, ISO in space, like 6 yards away, having to run in to make that tackle. Like, that's a key special teams play in the NFL. One gunner gets down there quick, and he's got to get in space to make a tackle. And I think in Madden, it just never times up to be that type of sequence. Here's a catch by Tony. He's at the 49 with the first down. Still just one incompletion for Brian Petrovsky. He's playing real well. Petrovsky on the deep drop, swings it out to Saquon Barkley. There's a stiff arm and a first down. Guessing Barkley is our leading receiver to this point, either him or Juwan Johnson. Off play action. It's a pass to the sideline. He missed Michael Thomas. I'm just watching this battle, though, between Leno and Micah Parsons. Parsons obviously winning it, but a quick pass over the middle. That's Juwan Johnson. Now they have Parsons playing off the ball on 3rd and 3. Interesting. He's in coverage. And Petrovsky throws it complete. Juwan Johnson inside the 10. I don't know how we keep having receivers like standing in each other's space here, but at least they're open. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Petrovsky floating this one. It is caught for the touchdown. Juwan Johnson. We've seen him dominate in these sims, and it's not just there. On the field, nobody can cover this guy. Juwan Johnson, honestly, has basically become our version of Darren Waller. Third and 3 here for the Cowboys, and they will pick up a first down to keep this drive moving. Don't want to give it back to the Giants here before halftime. Cowboys down 11, could use some points. Prescott could also use some protection up front. They set up the screen now. Zeke on the outside, hit by Springs. Neither team wanting to stop the clock here. We'll look to if we can get this stopped, though. Prescott chased by Golson. Wide open is CeeDee Lamb. Great throw by Prescott. Cowboys needed that one. Prescott on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. There's Elliott. And he's brought down at the 20. Clock is running now. We'll take it inside 30 seconds. That took forever to get to the line. Better off using your timeout there. 3rd and 2, caught. Elliott still going. Timeout Cowboys, 16 seconds left from the 7. Do they manage this correctly? Down goes Prescott. Can they get to the line? No! That's one of the only things you can't have happen there. Mismanagement of the clock in an 11-point game here going into halftime. We take this game now into the second half, and we are pounding the rock to start this drive. No passes yet. We've taken it across midfield. Would love to put Dallas down 3 possessions. Barkley inside, and a good stop. Now we head to the air. Off play action. Petrovsky getting outside and running for it. A first down and more. 18 yards. On the carry, it's Barkley, and he falls inside the 20. 79 yards on 13 rushes. How about a carry for Tavares Towns? 2 yards on that one. And quickly, Barkley back in the game. Tony now is slot to the right. I'm not sure why Thomas isn't in the slot. And Barkley should have it. Handoff, Barkley, and down he goes. Patterson at the 15. One of their best additions in this series. Cowboys have a really good front four. They're hoping to make a play on 3rd and 10. And we call the draw. Barkley's upended. I don't like playing it safe there. Too safe. A lot of work to do here for Dallas as they trail by 14. And Prescott has the ball out quick. CeeDee Lamb has been pretty quiet in this game. He's had the Bradbury matchup, and I think Bradbury is winning that so far. Well, 3 for 45 isn't terrible. Prescott on 2nd down. Oh, we got away for a moment, but Golson continues to close. And he brings down Prescott at the 18. 3rd sack for the Giants. And it's 3rd down and 15 now. 2 deep safeties. Prescott's just going to set up a little screen pass. And Elliott's taken down by Jason Quinton. I was just about to sub out Barkley for a drive, but Super Sim bug, so I am not able to back out now. That's a catch. It's Michael Thomas at the 26 as we get this drive underway. Only 16 passes here for Petrovsky. We've been hyper efficient. And we'll throw it again to Michael Thomas. The NFL's leading receiver coming into the episode. I imagine he's still pretty close, if not still the top guy. Now it's Barkley, right side, and good blocking, leading him up to the 45. We are on to the 4th quarter, up 14 with possession. What are your win odds here as Lawrence brings down Petrovsky? Whatever they were, they'd be dropped with that play. I'd have to say before the sack, probably like 92%, and maybe after the sack, like 86. I don't know, that's a complete guess. 3rd and 21, Petrovsky out of the pocket, heaves downfield, penalty marker down. There's got to be a defensive pass interference. There was so much contact. Jawan Johnson draws a DPI. We don't see those too often. Win odds back up into the 90s. Here's a fake to Barkley and a floater for Thomas inside the 20. I wonder if we just run it here. It's 3rd and 5. You want to go up 3 scores, but we're going to keep it in the air. Petrovsky chased outside, throws it. Barkley doesn't have it. Neal played the sticks perfectly. I think here you look at 2 really key moments where Dallas has lost the game to this point. And first, not capitalizing on that sack fumble and throwing an interception back to us. Huge swing there. And then pass interference on that last 3rd and 22, allowing us to go up 3 scores. Dallas down 17 points. Prescott with 8 minutes to go. Throws complete. It's Boyle. Maybe out of bounds there. Nope. And every tackle here in bounds, taking us even closer to a win. 3rd down and short. Gordon back in the game. A lot of 4 corner looks. And the pass is caught by Zeke. I feel like, though, in that role, it might be a good idea to get some more snaps for Gresham. But I can't make the change now. They have been so pass heavy. I think it just said like 32 passes to 8 runs today. Prescott 2nd down, and good coverage again by Quinton. 7 minutes left to go as Prescott fits the pass into Michael Gallup. So Dallas needs 3 scores. Really here, they should want to score and aim to do so with 5 minutes left to go in the game. But we're already at 5:45, and they're throwing it short. Elliott close to a first down. That should take us down to about 5:10 at the next snap, I'd say. They snap it with 5:16. Prescott out to his left, and once Golson disengages, nope, he wants no part of it. 4th and 1. We could basically end the game right here. Dallas needs it. They trust Elliott, and he gets the first down. Dallas is moving at too slow of a pace here. Prescott, first down and more, turning up. That's going to be a touchdown. Who is that? He was able to run by everybody. That's Bowens to the house. Dallas now makes it a 2-score game, 4:35 to go. It's not over. And they make a play on first down to Marcus Lawrence. So this is Dallas's final stand here in this matchup. They're down by 10. Petrovsky extending and running with it, but not taking too many chances here. Hey, it's Trayvon Diggs. We've somehow kept him out of the conversation all episode, just not throwing it to Rashawn Graham. 3rd and 10. Pressure's there, and so is Graham. First down. Working his way all the way from the right side to the left side of the field. That should do it right there. And we run it with Barkley. A first down to the 50. Over 100 yards. This is Barkley with another first down. That should basically cap this one off. Giants will get back in the win column today. And it's interesting how we did play to our game plan here. I wanted to run the football. We've been more run heavy. I wanted to take away the short throw, and we contested so many of those that led to Dallas playing a high variance passing game where they didn't have any of those big catches downfield. So it played out exactly how I wanted it to. And we'll get back in the win column as Juwan Johnson is shaken up on the play. I'd love to be able to make some subs here. You could put in Stallworth or John Bolden there instead. I mean, ground and pound time is a good time for Juwan Johnson to sub out. And if this ends up being a serious injury at all, I think Juwan Johnson is more important to this passing game than it may seem. I think he makes a lot of our dynamic plays possible. And there's so many plays Petrovsky extends, and he's getting the ball. So we'll just have to wait and see on that one. But the final couple minutes here taking forever as Dallas has used all their timeouts. And with the power of video editing, we'll take this right to the end. We tacked on a field goal at the end. It's a 30-17 victory for the New York Giants, a quality win. Much better day for the defense. I thought they played a really good game today. Didn't allow a lot of big plays and made the short ones pretty difficult at the same time. We made Dallas completely one-dimensional, although it kind of seemed it was by choice. They could have kept their running game a part of the plan, but just chose not to. Meanwhile, Saquon Barkley ran for $145, 4 for 59 in the air. Juwan Johnson at 92 yards, but we're hoping he can be back for next week as well. Juwan Johnson is good to go. No injury, not even sure what it was, but he has an upgrade. And it's really all focused on his blocking here with a little short route running in there at the very end. That gives us a pretty smooth path to winning the division as long as we don't struggle here in the last 4 games. And we will play the Las Vegas Raiders in our next one, with them sitting at 9-4. Shockingly, there are actually a lot of teams up here in the standings with us, a lot of 9-4 teams. some 8-5 teams. This is cool to see because oftentimes in franchise, you have everybody trending towards 500. Like, I'm sure you've seen in your franchises, like you get to year 6 and the 1 seeds have like 11-5 records, or it would be like 11-6 now, or 12-5, which is good, but should it be the best? No. But here we actually have a lot of teams way under 500 and a lot of teams way over 500. I think there's actually a lot of good stuff here. Teams of all calibers, it looks like. We're still in line for the first round bye, though, in the NFC, which is a little surprising considering the losing stretch we had, losing 3 of 4. But in the NFC, here is the top competition with the Falcons and 49ers behind us by a half game. The tie is actually convenient at the moment. And what's happened to Green Bay since then? They're 6-6-1. So that is a lot of progress here that we fit into this episode. Brian Petrovsky now finds himself at the very top of the NFL in passing yardage over Patrick Mahomes and Daniel Jones. Nick Chubb, still the NFL's leading rusher. And Saquon Barkley's obviously missed too many games to be in the rushing title conversation. But in terms of yards per game, he's second. Michael Thomas, first in catches, first in yards, and down there a bit in touchdowns, just because so many have 10 or 9. But I feel pretty good about the team. The defense has had some weird games. It seems to happen mostly in the simulating. But hopefully we can get back to the postseason, get that first round bye, and make another run. That will do it for this episode, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. More Giants to come throughout the rest of the week. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel and leave your thoughts down below on the episode today. And I'll see you all next time. Have a great day.